Hello everyone and welcome back. It's the back nine of the 2025 Chainhawk Open 14 round number one action. We're at Northside Park and we've seen some struggles in the early going for our feature card. We've got Gurthie, Rathbun, Fredriksson, and rounding it out, Braeden sides. We'll see if they can get something going. They are slightly off the pace from a few of our top contenders. Back nine plays pretty quick. Certainly some easy birdies to pick up back here. And we start with one of them in hole number 10. Statistically, the easiest hole on the course. Also the shortest hole. Just 254 feet. Dead straight. Not much to really deal with here. As you can see, some little bit of stuff guarding the green, but this is a pretty straightforward shot. We've seen hyzers, we've seen some forehand flexes, a little bit of everything, and looks like Braeden Sides has it figured out. The righty forehand from the normally the lefty backhand thrower in Fredriksson. Yeah, it looks a little much. A little extra pop on that. Got it to flip up and then start drifting right for him, and certainly an understable disc. That's an old rock of Double G's, if I recall. And Double G was ready just to get going. I wasn't, but he was ready for the approach, and he didn't have much of a line from behind the pin. Fredriksson still short, but now in. Like the celebration going on back there. Sides in for the easy birdie. 76% of our 54-person field birdied this today. Unfortunately, here on the feature card, Double G would be the only one to not get it on the card. And our presenting sponsor for the tournament is, of course, Dynamic Disc. Big shout out to them. Almost 400 people here for the Chainhawk Open 14. Chris Clark and the rest of his crew, the entire Chainhawk club, so impressive with what happens here week in and week out. Join their Facebook group, get in on the action, know where leagues and play is happening and where pins might be, when there's coursework. It's all laid out on the Facebook page. Great communication. Somehow I stay entertained with it, and I'm only here a couple days out of the year. But I still love seeing all the work and energy and effort. As Braeden connects with really the lone tree in the middle of the fairway here. Fredriksson not able to find the clean line off to the left side. Just beyond the pin, it slopes down, and there is an OB marked area. Not a lot of players have to worry about going deep on this 416-foot hole. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 skips, and that actually goes deep and down just beyond the basket. So OB. I think that is a case of Braeden just giving plenty of respect to that OB line and not really trying to bring it into play, as Fredriksson is going to pitch up next to the pin. Not a bogey you should be taking without going out of bounds on this hole. Rathbun's putter has been pretty cold all day. Let's see, he is just 2 under and not able to capitalize there for the birdie. Fredriksson for the par. Double G given a spot where he was last inbound, so this is the comeback putt for par. He's had a very slow go here in the front 9. Solid putt, though, to save the par. I wouldn't necessarily expect this one to play at 1 over for our feature card. 30% of the field got birdies today on it as we head to hole 12. I really love this hole. 300 feet. If you've got the forehand, you pretty much just want to throw it flat and then get a kind of a pushing skip that could bring you to the pin. There's enough room to work a backhand. I think that's what I love about it so much, is the forehand is a great shot, but a backhand is very practical still as well for a righty. Definitely sets up great for a lefty backhand. And that's going to be very close. Nice flat that really never even turns over, just pretty much gets up to flat and then ultimately skips forward. That's going to be a nice close look. I love the play for Double G to go forehand because I know he has it. I'm a little shocked. I feel like if I went back in the last 5 years of footage, I'd probably see him go backhand a couple of those times. And, well, sides makes it look pretty easy. Another little flick there for Double G. This is playing as the second easiest hole on the course relative to par. Averaged 2.52 with 54% of the 54-person field getting it. And you can see the 3 birdie looks all within 18 feet, including that tap in for Fredriksson. And Double G is going to miss out on the star frame. Don't be missing out on some Samui disc golf or anywhere over in Southeast Asia. But certainly got to invite you to come join us for the Samui Swine along with Chiang Mai and Bangkok. 3 tournaments in a row in Thailand. 13, a tunnel shot that goes up and to the right. Really, if you just throw it dead straight, you're going to give yourself a pretty good look. If you throw it nice and flat as a lefty, you should slide to the pin. Gonna work it all the way through. I go back to hole 7, and now here on 13, 2 holes that set up so beautifully for a lefty backhand shot. Fredriksson pulled one of them to the left and now one of them to the right. There's a song out there. Maybe Jokers to the left? I don't know. A nice flat drifting shot. Again, I think too many people try to park it, and you don't need to park the hole. If you throw it dead straight like you just saw from Double G, you're left with a 22-footer. Obviously, if you can manipulate a disc to do so, to put yourself even closer, great. But I'm just saying, I think too many lesser skilled players are so concerned about, well, I need to get it close and I really need to throw this shot perfectly to do it. Sometimes just play to get inside your comfort zone. Hopefully that's 20, 25 feet. Maybe it's 18 feet, whatever. Don't over crank. You know, Soldier Boy once said, "Who cranked that Soldier Boy?" Okay, maybe not. I'm sorry. Some of you, you're like, I'm unsubscribing right now. That's fine. I probably deserve it. Was that one hung in the chains, but in for birdie?
Nailed it. Right where you need to be, buddy.
I can seriously appreciate the effort.
Disc Golf Dyers Guild is your go-to resource for disc dying instruction, ideas, and information. A community that pools its resources for the betterment of the group. Come check out our courses, dying supplies, online community contests, raffles, and the Dying to Listen podcast where you get to put a face or sound to your favorite dyers. So, if you always wanted to try disc dyeing, or even dying for a while, there's something for you.
Big shout out to Dave and the Dyers Guild helping me dye my first ever disc. You maybe saw that on my channel, but such an incredible resource. And I think there's a code in there that's in the description of this video if you go out and purchase anything over on the Dyers Guild website. Hole 14, very straightforward. Hole 10, easiest hole out here. We just watched hole 12 a few moments ago, second easiest hole. 14 is the third easiest, and 15 is the fourth easiest. So this little stretch, 10 through 15, you're looking at 4 of the easiest holes on the entire course. What I'm saying is get your birdies. Or possibly an ace. I wouldn't be mad at that. It's been a minute since I've had one. Flip up. Double G that rides to the right. Giving him a look. Not a problem. Just 264 feet. Oh, and what a kiss off the tree. Rathbun splits the uprights, but doesn't have it up. Splits the rights? But not enough height by any means to give that a chance, as Fredriksson's in for another birdie. So trying to get something going here on the back. He's picked up 3 of his last 5, and Braeden has done the same, actually. Big shout out to Ty, along with his brother over at Soar Disc Golf. I know they're heavily involved in the Players Pack item again this year, along with helping out for the course and event management, helping Chris and the crew. I'm not gonna lie, my Soar backpack that I got at the GBO earlier this year, I think I did a little video on it. To this day, still my favorite backpack. And nobody's paying me to say that. I am genuine. That backpack has already been halfway around the world this year. Kind of pan over to show you where ultimately the pin is on this par 4. Double G's looking to go big. What a pull. I mean, it's not getting to the pin. The only way you're getting to a pin is with a roller here, but that had such a beautiful late turn, or continued to turn. the whole way. Now this is going to set up for a very long look at eagle. And Gavin, quick on the draw. Ready to go. Big roller. And that too will be a great shot. I love the aggressive roller play here. You have to at least secure the birdie, though. This is the 4th easiest hole of the day. Playing at .44 under par. Double G's pinched and not wide enough. Not wide enough to get around that outside tree. And it's still going to be him. Not many things going right. Looking for a little of that hometown, home course love, but doesn't appear to be coming for Double G right now. Big drive by Fredriksson. An eagle look. He knew it. It was 2/3 of the way, maybe halfway. Oh, and then did you see the Swedish aggression? Just slamming his chalk bag down. Jeez, how's that thing intact even anymore? He still picks up the birdie. Birdie for Rathbun, who again had a very slow front 9, as did Gurthie. Trying to get something going here on the back. And Braeden will keep pace with Fredriksson, as they're both at 7 under with 3 to play. Big thanks to all my Patreon supporters. Truly a reason why I get to do so much off-season coverage or slow season coverage is because of the support. If it's within your budget and you can consider supporting at maybe $1 a video or a couple dollars a month, whatever the case might be, it all is greatly appreciated. As we have hole 16, just 314 feet, danger everywhere. Red as the fire truck. Out of bounds for Braeden. He did go OB over the deep side green, so he'll have a look from over there. Possible chance to save par. Okay, just the most beautiful stall shot for the lefty. Not enough power. He doesn't get to the island green. He'll have to go from the short side. All right, there's the question. Just watching the beauty of a double G throw. Would you rather have 600 feet of power with the driver or 400 feet whenever you want with a mid, assuming your mid is on point? Which would you rather have? And let's just somehow say you can only have one or the other. I know it seems like intuitive you might have both. If you have one, you probably have the other, like double G. But which would you rather have? 400 feet with a mid whenever you want, pinpoint, or just a booming 600-foot drive. That's maybe a little bit more erratic. Ah, Gurthie not able to pick up the birdie. Or would you just like to make every putt inside 30 feet? I guess that's maybe another option if you could have one of those superpowers. Fredriksson in for the birdie. Little tiny green, so much trouble on it. 2 holes left to play for our opening round. If you need any disc shipping supplies, you can find those on my website over at thediscgolfguy.com. 344 feet, OB area short, and then there's an inbounds area. Here's another out of bounds area, and then back inbounds. If you go off to the right, you could still be out of bounds, and of course, if somehow you got over to the road or the driveway on the left side, that'd be out of bounds too. So although he brings those trees into play, he lands in that inbounds area that really not too many people probably ever land in. Yeah, that drifts off to the left side. It goes actually out of frame, way off to the left. Gonna be left side for double G. Let's ring it up. Oh, just barely short. Braeden, deep in circle 2. Buries it. What a putt. He's going to run it in. Nice work by Braeden sides. Picks up the birdie on the 17. And double G, not all there. He's just playing in frustration mode as his putt had gone deep and out of bounds. Gavin in for the short birdie. Double G will fall back to 2 under. And it's at this time, as we see Audiodrome, big thanks to them who supported our skins match yesterday. It's at this time we are seeing hot scores coming into the clubhouse officially at 12 under as the hot scores, as we're closing out and starting to think about who may or may not be on a lead card come tomorrow's round. Off to the left side, not really a problem. It's tough to get yourself out of position here unless you really do something that screws you up, but that tree doesn't help. Good forward progress, but I would have loved to see what happened to that had it not hit the tree. Gavin said in like 10 or 12 previous attempts out here, he didn't hit any tree. And he does today during the round. Fredriksson. low line drive to have enough to fight back. It's not gonna, but again, nice safe shot out in the open. That's all you need. Uh-oh. Double G ready to launch. And that's going to continue to drift right. But has a hard time fighting that headwind. Big shout out to Corey Ellis, who celebrated a birthday today. Of course, we saw Corey in the skins match, and another big thanks to his wife Molly for helping during the skins match with the catch cam. Double G's got the line, and right next to the pin. Should be a birdie finish for him, albeit a very disappointing day. Last with a Jeff Brick appearance. Cameo. Hjalmar had the hot round to open the tournament last year where you go on to win it. Shot an 11 under in the opening round, and today battles back to get to a 9 under. Nothing necessarily special. He had the one bogey, which was a spit, back on hole number 5. Double G's in for birdie. And this is going to be our only star frame of the round. We had a couple that were close, but this is going to be the only one. Like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Thank you so much. Thank you to the incredible Chainhawks and the entire crew out here doing the work, along with our presenting sponsor and Dynamic Disc and everyone else that's supporting the coverage and the tournament and the Paul Macbeth Foundation. There's your lead card for tomorrow. We'll see you guys for round 2 coming at you from Legacy Park at the Chainhawk Open 14.